Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, today we've got a map which would normally fit in very nicely on a Saturday. As you'll notice, it's not Saturday today, but for Saturdays during January we're going to be catching up with the maps that were released around about Christmas, and we didn't actually have any live WhatsMaps to do them in. So rather than have them miss out completely, we're going to review those on Saturdays. And any quirky maps, like today's is a little bit quirky, we'll shift into the week sometime. I'm very glad to do this map. It's a creator we have done 5 times in the past. They've got a bit of an interesting history, but more about that later. Before we do that, we've got a daily reminder. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for that support. Today's map is Sci-Fi Neo by Yuritar Stella. Now do take a little glance at those screenshots when we get to the workshop page. They look really glorious. There's your start square. Start square is it's all good. We've got the highway, we've got a bit of river, plenty of trees. Looks very nice. Terrain heights are very interesting. It's very dark. That's because we are below sea level. Yes. Then you have resources, which are mostly forest. A little bit of ore going on there, a little bit of oil if you look for it, but basically not much. And if you have Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, your fishing map will look like this. Mostly shellfish. Okay, off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, no DLC required today. We have got a one-click collection on the left-hand side. That link in bright white at the bottom. And when you click that, it'll take you to, yes, the one-click collection. Apart from, it's a dead page. Which means either the collection's been deleted or resaved to something else, but the workshop page hasn't been updated to reflect this. So we have to assume that we have none of the assets, the theme, etc, etc, etc. Now, here's your list of assets that you'll need. The only 2 that I'm missing off of this list are the Pongum Tree and the Quercus Ilex Big. Those 2. So the map is mostly fully loaded with assets. Mostly, but we have to assume that none of these will load, because without any requirements on the workshop, you could load this one in completely blank and it could come up completely blank. Also, looking at the screenshots on the workshop, it does look like we have a custom theme in place. Now, I'm really surprised that the custom theme hasn't loaded, because I have got lots of themes. Obviously, reviewing as many maps as I do, I subscribe to a lot of themes. I don't often unsubscribe from them, meaning that I have got I can't remember now, but it's well over 100. So it might be pushing 200. I don't even know, it might even be over 200. I've lost track, but yes, it's well over 100 themes, all of the common ones, and the one being used by Yuritar is not any of those. Hasn't automatically loaded. Slight bit of a drift between these 2. Yeah, a little bit of a crack between the road and the second highway there. Minor issue. And speaking of minor issues then, let's talk more about Yuritar. We have done them 5 times in the past. 6 times in the past. Sorry, we're getting there. 6 times in the past. Episodes 104, 320, 465, 557, 573 and 764. Where they got 10, 10, 9, 7, 11 and 8 stars, not necessarily in that order. Of those 6 maps, they've only once scored more than 2 stars for detail. Just the once, and that was 3 stars. I'm going to do everything I can today to help them get to that 3rd or 4th star by breaking one of the common rules of WhatsMap. If you watch a lot of WhatsMap, you'll know I have certain rules where you'll automatically lose a star here or there for certain detailing issues. I'm going to ignore a few things. Now, don't shoot me, saying it's not fair, you mark me down this, because this will all balance itself out in the end, okay? I promise you, it will all balance itself out in the end. Start square intersection. I quite like this. No lane mathematics, but it doesn't absolutely have to have lane mathematics. I think that would quite handle the traffic. All right, and we've got plenty of space to start building our city over there and along the river, and then we can build on this side of the highway. Yeah, it's all good. Wait, can't build on this side of the left-hand side of the highway. Sorry, that's your second tile. So I'm actually pointing. I can't believe I'm pointing. Looking at the mic, pointing. This side of the highway here, that's your second tile. But yes, I think you've got enough room to actually get going there. Anyway, one of the things I do like with this map is I am a big fan of the river. Could do with a little bit more water pouring down it, as this is your main river, but the detailing here is quite nice. See a little tree down here with its trunks on. Yes, a little drowned tree down here. I'm not going to mark this map down for that drowned tree. I'm not. There's the rule we're going to break today. I'm not marking the map down for that drowned tree. No. Bit of encroaching foliage there, but it's not really on the highway. Do you know what? I can let that go. I'm trying to be as lenient as I can here. And just doing everything I can to get them to that third star. Cheer along with me as I try and get them to the third star. Okay, I quite like this next bit of road. It's quite well done. You can see there's a little bit of terrain road stress on the right hand side, which is at ground level. Then you've got the elevated section here. I like the way it's been done. It's just not quite the very top level, but it's still very nice. It's a great idea and it's quite well done. Oh, look at there, a couple more drowned trees over there. We're not going to mark down the map for those drowned trees either. Okay, that's three trees with just ignoring them. They do not exist. Okay, when you watch back this video later, because I know you watched this twice, when you watch it later, you just close your eyes at those points. Those trees do not exist. Then we have a little elevated section coming around here. And nicely elevated as oh, we've got some more trees down here which seem to be up there wasting water. There's at least another 3 or 4, maybe 5 down there. We're not going to mark down the map for detail on those trees either. Nope, absolutely not. Nope. And we're heading up now towards some tunnels. We've got the sewage outflow there in place. Good to see that we've got some water facilities already. And the tunnels, you see they're quite steep going in there. You'll see why they are quite steep. There's a reason. I think it could still be finessed a little bit, but it's still... there is a reason. At least this time we have a reason for a steep ramp. Anyway, we are at the point where we have no rails, so let's go and take that intermission. We'll come back in a moment with the shipping. And so back to Sci-Fi Neo by Yuritar, Stella and the shipping. Yeah, we got a shipping route that goes pretty much most of the way around the... I'm going to call it an island. It is an island, I guess, with a big seawall. Got a lot of ships here, and yeah, we've got a right angle turn here. One of these ships is going to take a right angle turn, isn't it? Is it? We're not going to stay here any longer. Nope, but they could. They could, and they probably will. They'll definitely have to in a minute, because where we have got the harbour, the pre-built harbour as well, nice to see on this particular map, we have this jinky-janky turning here, and there's a right angle turn there as well. So you're going to see a lot of ships doing some funny stuff on this map. So yes, if we carry on along here, we'll find ourselves an air route, which we're going to take into the middle, and the air route has a circular crossroads in the middle, which is quite a nice little touch. So, yeah, a bit of credit for that. Water flow. Yes, this is the river. It's a little bit light. You're probably going to have to use custom facilities to get you by with water. Maybe some water towers, that kind of thing. But yes, if you can get across to the old pumping station over on the far right there, then you'll probably be okay with water too. It's almost good. Almost. And then let's have a look at the map as a whole. And the hole is a big hole in the middle of the ocean being held back by a huge seawall. And then we have this land, this reclaimed land with like little lakes in it. It's like a little world all on its own. I quite like the idea, and I quite like the execution. Quite like the execution. Loving the lakes there. I'm liking the shape of the terrain here. We've got this lake over here as well, and there's 1 or 3 drowned trees over here as well. Nope. 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 And there's a few more there. Nope. I am not marking the map down on these trees. Nope. that little collection of bushes there. Nope. No, we're not marking the map down for detail on any of those. Standing by this. Ah, look, it's my house again. Suffering from a little bit of rising damp. The trees in the water there are actually part of that rock asset. There's not really anything that Yuritar could have done apart from not use that rock, which is something. Like nice waterfall with a little bit of the old steam detailing there. That works, and that looks very nice indeed. Always, always, always credit where it's due. And credit where it's due with this river. I like this river. Admittedly, again, we have to remember that a lot of this foliage would be missing. Oh, by the way, the foliage that's being used is not terrain conforming. So if you come down here for some screenshots, it might look a little bit, well, janky. As we follow the river downstream, you can see we do have a more non-terrain conforming foliage. You can say, well, what's he supposed to do? What are they supposed to do, BonBonB? Well, the answer is not use that foliage on a slope. There is some terrain conforming grasses that could be used. There's also you could use that on flat land. You could use bushes on the slopes. There's all sorts of ways and means around it. Now we've got some dead trees in the water here, and don't mind this at all because that makes all of the sense that they would be dead. There's a live one on the other side. No, not marking down the map for that drowned tree either. You see a theme coming on here. I'm not marking the map down on these drowned trees. I'm not. I refuse to. Unless it's completely stupid, then I'm not going to do it. Not on this map. I'm not. It's got to be something absolutely stone-bakingly ridiculous for me to knock stars off of this map for trees in detail. Now look at the seawall over there. You can see the old glitching going on. I've got quite a powerful computer. Not bragging. It's one of these things that I saved up for. Got a lot of help from the BonBonB buddies over on Patreon as well. And you'll see that as we're getting closer, it sorts itself out, but then you can get a little bit too close and it starts glitching out because you're too close. So yes, it's one of those. It's a really nice thing, but if you're looking for screenshots of it, you're going to have trouble finding an exact angle to make it really work for you. But I like it. I think the design is very strong, and there's credit for that as well. Now, remember that tunnel that I said goes in at quite a steep angle? Yes, we're having to elevate quite quickly here from the underground up to the pre-built harbour. And so, yeah, that's why it's a little bit steep. I think it could be more finessed, but it is underground, so who really cares? And there's where the water is being drawn. That's your fresh water. So fresh water is being drawn from out here. And then the sewage is getting pumped into there. Maybe it should be the other way around. Maybe. Just thinking. Just airing a thought. Anyways, whilst we are up here, you may notice we've got a couple of trees under here. I think we might have to let the creator, Yuritar, offer the... Oh, no, hang on. There's a couple more trees. There's a few more trees. Oh. Okay, then. Yes. I think I have to mark down the map on one or two drowned trees here. Look, we've even got a few showing their head over the water. I mean, dearie dear. I so wanted to give this one good score for detailing. We've got some more trees over here, which are just along that bit there. We'll have to go up for air in a moment because we are under the water. So yeah, we'll put them. There's a few more over there. Let's get some more air. And we'll tell you what, we'll come over here. We can see where the land extends out through the water over here. And would you believe it? Yes, we expected to find more trees over here as well. And if we come back up and get some more air over here, and there's a little patch of trees there, and there's one more big old bunch of trees over here that I can see. We come down here, yeah. So I think we have definitely discovered there are drowned trees on this map. Quite a few. Now you could argue that they're not going to be seen, so why does it matter? It matters because it matters. Because it matters. It's using a part of your tree count for starters, and you might run out of trees if you really want to go crazy in the start square and completely fill out the start square with trees. Or you could fill out the start square with the asset of the day, which is Rural Inn by Murokmakto. Murokmakto is the first one we've seen from Murok. This is a really nice first asset. Anything rural's nice. It's got a proper like North European, continental, possibly Germanic kind of vibe to it. Really like this. I'm liking the colours as well. And credit where it's due. And factoids, because factoids while we are here. In the 17th century, a Boston man was sentenced to 2 hours in the stocks for obscene behaviour. His crime was to kiss his wife in public on a Sunday. You dirty dog, man. Dirty dog. Ah, yes. The puritanical, yeah, the religious type people. I cannot find the words today. Rural Inn by Murokmakto. I can find those words. Very nice asset of the day. Puritanicans? Do you know what? It's going to be bugging me. Straight after I get out from this show, I'm going to look this up and I'll be going, oh, of course. Puritans? Anyway, yes. What do you think of today's map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewers' Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Click the I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen and you can vote for free using a Facebook, Gmail or even a free Patreon account. If you're not already a BonBonB buddy, in which case you can vote on that account. So many ways of voting. What do I think of today's map? Well, judging by the thumbnails and the screenshots, I thought this was going to score very nicely indeed. And judging on that, it could have been right up there. But none of the trees are going to show. And the custom theme, goodness knows what that one is. I have got to go low too. I have no option but to go low too. I have no concept of what this map is going to look like for a person with no subscriptions. Detailing. I wanted to go 3 stars. It's 2 stars, and because there's so many trees under the water, it's got to be a low 2. I'm feeling really bad here. Gameplay potential. Okay, let's go for it. It is playable. I think it's an interesting playthrough, probably a once-through playthrough. Okay, let's give it a high 3. I want to level the balance out a little bit because it's not a bad map. Sci-Fi Neo by Yuritar Stella. Felled by the link on the workshop more than anything else, and the forgetting to delete the trees once we've flooded the outside area. Other than that, honestly, that's a very interesting map, and it's way more than 7 stars, that map. Way more. Take my word for it. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. If you're still here, you're part of the 20 and out elite. Use the word of the day into the comments and score yourself some population points just for fun. And we'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What's Map series. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.